WSDNTV, Kody and I here. We are heading to Gore Springs, Mississippi for the Mud Racers Association's third race, fourth race, something like that. And yeah, we're excited. DTs Dirt Drags. Never been to Mississippi. Never been to the track in Mississippi. They also got their local classes running. So yeah, we're excited, and we're gonna bring you guys a bunch of awesome content. We're not in my truck this time. We're in Kody's new. What is this?
It's an SUV.
This is an SUV.
Mm-hmm.
Are you sure?
Yep.
No.
Chevrolet Trax is under the SUV classification.
Okay. All right. I thought it was a wagon for a second. We're in Kody's car. Much better gas mileage this time. So,
yes.
But the truck as always rides much better, much smoother. But no, yeah, we're heading to DT's. We're trolling along here. We are just passing through Memphis, Tennessee, and you can see the really famous Bass Pro Shop here. We'll show it to you here in just a second. But yeah, we're about an hour and 48 minutes away from Gore Springs. About 4:49 looks like a time that we'll get there. I told Scott 4:30, so we're going to be a little late, but that's okay. We'll be showing up just as when they start their time trials for tonight's racing. But yeah, we're passing through. Wow, I can't talk. We're passing through Memphis right now. Memphis, Tennessee. There's the big Bass Pro right over there. Cody's windshield's a little dirty. Tennessee! Yeah. What do you look at? You see the sign? We are just right down the road from DT's Dirt Drags. Me and Kody stopping at the B's Grocery and Bait Shop. And we're gonna... Kody, you ready?
Let's do it.
He's ready. I'm ready too. We're getting there right when the time trials are starting. Cool truck. Love your truck. We're getting there right when the time trials are starting. Alright, we're pulling in. DTs Dirt Drags. Coming in hot. So damn. That probably looks a little better for you guys. We're gonna pull up here, and we came here once already, but we forgot cash. Alright, that looks much better. Alright, we just pulled in. Oh my god, why does that look so horrible? Alright, there we go. Looks a little better. We got a few cars on the track right now. My phone sucks. I'm not using it. go. Tyler Kula is starting up, getting ready for the final round. WSDNTV is late. Well, yeah, it's midnight. And this is supposed to be the second pass of the Pro ET class. And I don't know if y'all can see it behind me there. I can't even switch my camera. Damn iPhone. But, so they got this red light rule that is unheard of, in my opinion. Well, maybe not down here, but in the usual, well, I wouldn't say usual. In the other 300-foot world, sand drag world, dirt drag world, you red light, you lose. They have this rule where if you red light, well, everybody's allowed a red light. So you could, here, let me show you. So you could red light once, and then they stop and back up and do it again. And they know they red light because they have these set of lights right there. They go off as well. Now this dude in the near lane just red lit, and they have to rerun this race. So this is the second time they rerun. And they didn't go all the way down the track. They literally stopped and backed up all the way. Now he gets the win off of that. That is crazy. In my opinion, that's a little... So what do you guys think? Do you think that we should start allowing at least one red light? Well, that might be a little hard for top of linear cars or bikes. But I don't know. What do you think about this rule? They allow one red light, and the guy who just won, that was a rerun because he red lit the first time. But now he gets the win, and the other guy goes to loser's bracket. I mean, it's cool. It's interesting. That would be an interesting way to start gambling on races, especially down here. That'd be awesome. That would be awesome. Speak into your mic.
Speaking into my mic.
Speak into it again.
Speaking into it again.
We are with the modified paddles winner from last night, Justin George, driving Shoot to Thrill, this beautiful car on nitrous. First of all, Justin, congratulations on your win. How are you feeling after that win?
It felt great. That was my first career win, so it was an icebreaker, I guess you could say.
First career win.
Yes.
And not only did you do that, you ended up running faster than the record and had a chance to back it up.
Right.
And then, unfortunately, what happened on that backup pass?
It went left right off the start and just had to pedal out of it.
Okay. So what was your process like going up into the beams? Because you only made one pass. You didn't run in the first round.
Right.
You ran in the second round.
Just, you know, take deep breaths and go slow and take your time and get in there and, you know, make the best of it.
Were you worried about the reaction time at all, or was it just you're thinking about ET?
No, I wasn't worried about reaction time last night.
There you go. Yeah, because it's all about the fastest number. And you definitely ran the fastest number with this vehicle right here. Can you remind the people watching what kind of setup you're dealing with right here?
It's a Albert 959 and a racing in a dirt chassis.
You like driving this car, don't you?
I do. It's a lot of fun.
And you said you wanted that record so bad because the person who has the record currently with this same car, who is that?
My dad.
That guy right there, yeah. And we're going to talk to him in a little bit. But hey, Justin, thank you for your time and congratulations once again.
Thank you.
3, 2, 1. All right, we are with Rick George, the father of Justin George, and he took the win in the Outlaw Pro Stock class last night with this Racing in the Dirt build smoking gun truck. First of all, how did you feel after that win?
I didn't think it could run that fast, but it made a great pass.
Yeah, and what was your winning pass? Because you ended up, you could have broke the record.
That's correct. It was a 230.
230. And what was the record before?
246.
246. So you not only ran faster, you destroyed it. And that, to back it up, you had around 235. Your backup pass. What happened on your backup pass?
I don't know what was wrong with the track, or it was just I left and it went left, same as the mod car did, and don't know exactly. Just wasn't our day to back them up.
Well, maybe it was just the lane. I don't know. I don't know. But that 230 pass looked really good. And what was your process heading into the lights? Was it anything different than Justin's, or you just?
Nah, you just get in there, take your time. I wasn't worried about reaction time. I was worried about concentrating on what I was doing and laying down the fastest time I possibly could.
Yeah, and you definitely did. You definitely did do that. So, are you racing today? The second day of the race at DTs Dirt Drags.
Yes, we're going to run it in modified cuts.
Okay, okay. And you're going to try to take a record in that too? That's moving.
Well, you know, that 230 would take the record in modified cuts also, but
really,
but you know, today's another day.
Today is another day.
You can't never tell what might happen.
Absolutely. Well, hey, Rick, thank you for your time. Congratulations once again, and good luck today. I know it's a big day for you guys.
All right, thanks, sir.
Thank you, Rick. Got a stubborn nut here.
A bigger range and see what happens. It's done got galled up a little bit.
That's a doozy, ain't it?
Yes, it is. We're gonna have to do something a little bit different. It's got some dirt or trash in there, some sand or something, and galled it in 3 inches up.
Some big tires.
Yeah. 44s.
Kelby, how long you been racing?
Probably 20 years, I would say. So we started out mud bogging basically. Just as far as you can, kind of whoever can make it the furthest. Went from there, we built like a super stock truck, started running top of the ground.
Okay.
and that one over there, the OG Patriot. 2012 really built it, debuted in 13. So built that one myself, me and my dad. Had a lot of good time, a lot of good fun with it. But of course, got out of it for a few years. Things kind of slowed down, like Outlaw Pro Stock kind of died out a little bit.
Yeah.
So got a drag car, was gonna try that out. It's not the same. So
Yeah.
I still have the car, but it's not the same. So just the atmosphere, family atmosphere out here is just completely different. So
Yeah, the motor world's a little more friendly, maybe.
I think in order to get the same feel, that's what we do here, kind of in this class. You gotta have a very, very fast drag car.
Absolutely.
Very fast drag car to get the same kind of the feel, the adrenaline. Yeah, you almost got to be in the threes, I think, to an eighth of a mile to get the same.
Oh wow, yeah, for
so,
sure.
So it's just completely different.
So you think you got to run in the threes in the eighth mile to feel like the same rush as you would with one of these?
I think you need to break into the threes to get the same feel. I mean, I got a car that runs mid fours and can get down in the low fours, but it's an eighth of a mile is just different. The intensity running 200 feet versus eighth of a mile is just completely different.
Yeah, you're not exactly on kill like you are in 200 feet as a, you know, in the asphalt world.
I mean, what we leave at here is typically not normal for drag cars because we're trying to do everything in 200 feet. You can't leave anything on the table in that short distance. 60 foot makes sure it breaks you. Drag racing is important, but you do have some mile per hour opportunity to make up for it. Where this, if you miss it on the line or miss it in the first run, there's no room to make anything up. So you got to be, it's intense. The intensity is completely different. So it's
that is a nice perspective because all people always say like, oh, asphalt's better, blah blah blah, and then you know you giving that perspective of like the rush and compared to like the ET and stuff like that from on the asphalt and eighth mile, like that's a pretty good perspective to feel the rush like that.
So, I mean, you look at the times. I mean, running 450s, 470s, or something like that, it's 150 plus mile an hour. I mean, running at 100 plus here and 200 feet on the dirt.
That's
you
true.
know, it's still pulling the same 60 foot times as a track that's prep.
Yeah.
On a drag car is so you wouldn't think you could do that, but yeah, there's been some sub 1 second 60
The 60
foots.
foots are crazy for sure. And you ran the Patriot 2 in Outlaw Pro Stock yesterday,
Yes.
right? And what was your best pass with it yesterday?
236.
236.
And that was my personal best as well.
Yeah, and if could have been a record if Rick George over there wasn't, you know, doing the thing he's doing.
Oh, he's rolling.
Yes, he is.
Rolling, so.
But yeah, this very impressive machine, and right here, you're putting these paddle tires on there today. What class are you running today?
So we're gonna have to run open paddles.
Okay.
There is no class for the Outlaw Pro Stock trucks, so if we want to get on paddles, we get in the open class. Today, really just doing it, be my first time running paddles ever.
Ooh.
So basically the truck, we still kind of got it dialed in on cuts, but this will be the first time with this new combination. So there's no better track to do it at than here.
For sure.
Test it out. So
You're going to excite a lot of people by putting paddle tires on this thing.
we'll see what it does. I hope it does what I think it's going to do. It'll be, when I get out the other end, I'll have the jitters for sure, I can tell you that. Because we expect to do a pretty good time. So.
What are you running the OG Patriot in?
So my son's driving that now. I'll pass it over to him.
Okay. Is that him over there?
No, he actually just went out to the store to get some stuff.
Oh, okay.
So I passed that over to him, got it all set back up on all motor.
Okay.
That motor was actually in here before, running a couple seasons.
In here?
Yeah. And then we changed up that whole combination. So he's been running for a couple years with a small block in there.
Okay.
So we put that motor back in. So he'll be running in modified today.
Modified
Yeah,
cuts.
modified cuts.
Okay.
Yep.
So he doesn't qualify for, what is it, Pro Stock?
No, the deck height on them, it doesn't match the rolls with fuel injection.
Okay. I remember Scott saying.
Yeah, the rolls is 10.6, that's 11.1 deck height, but you can't have fuel injection 11.1.
Oh,
So,
okay.
So that's what kicked us out of it.
Rules are more specific in MRA than most places we go
Yeah,
to. So
that's a pretty specific one, actually. I didn't catch that one until we started looking a little deeper, but but it all makes sense, right? It kind of keeps everything where it needs to be.
Yeah, level-headed. Yeah.
Because if you can't run enough dual carbs or whatever, then fuel injection, you can get some advantage too.
Right.
So.
Well, we'll let you get back to work here. Thank you for your time, Mr. Kelby.
And awesome. Yep.
Yeah.
Looking forward to a good day here today, hopefully.
Looking forward to see this thing on paddles.
Yep. I'm looking forward to letting it go on the starting line.
Probably use that wheelie bar a little bit more.
I'm sure it's going to get some use here in a little bit. Yep.
Well, hey, thank you for your time, sir.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Kelby, what engine combination are you running here?
This is a 4.9 Noonan Big Dog Hemi, 1471 Mike Jennings blower.
Okay. Very stout.
Yeah, it's very happy with it so far. Of course, the new combination for me, I've never run blower before, my first blower setup, so of course got Scott, Shane there helping, but Shane really helping with the tuning portion of it, because quite honestly, I had zero place to start with that, so super good help. Without them, for sure, wouldn't be doing what we're doing right now.
Well, they are some of the best in the business for sure. The best, I should say. They are on it.
We're still working out. I mean, this race is the 4th race on the truck with the new combination. I mean, it had 2 years on it before with that motor, but this is totally different. I mean, everything changes when you change engine platforms, the suspension, the chassis, how it works.
Yeah.
So we've been working through that, trying to get it back tuned in. So I think we're starting to get it dialed back in from a chassis perspective. So.
Well, it's definitely a beautiful car. It's definitely a crowd favorite. It's badass. Badass indeed.
Thank you very much. Let me roll it to you. Come up some more.
Oh, it's leaking down. Wow.
Is it?
Yeah. It's almost about as fast as you get back around.
Good.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's got plenty of clearance.
Yeah, that's why I was wondering if they grew or anything.
Caden, let me grab this one. Boy, it's taking hold there. Yeah, let me hear it.
I thought
Oh, there we go. They say we got to get a little bit more thrust than that. I don't feel comfortable with that, boy. Let's see. Looking good.
Hey, what's mean with paddles on it?
Yeah, it looks pretty cool.
Joel Coolidge and Tara McConnell. They are with Nightmare Racing. Tara raced in the modified paddles class last night with this awesome Racing in the Dirt built machine. First of all, Joel and Tara, how are we doing today?
Good.
Joel, we'll start with you. How long have you been racing?
Over 30 years.
Over 30 years.
Yep.
You've been mud racing over 30 years.
Yep.
And how long have you been involved in the MRA?
Since 2018, 16 when I won the championship. It was my first year with them.
Really? First year in the MRA and you won the championship.
Yep.
You stuck around ever since.
Yep.
Well, that works pretty good. What car did you start with? Have you always had this car right here?
I had Nightmare 5 then.
Nightmare 5. Oh,
Yep.
yeah, because he won in Nightmare 7. Tyler did last night.
Yep.
And so you've been racing for 30 years, started at the MRA in 2016. When did Tara get involved?
I started racing just locally about 2016, and then started MRA about 2 years ago.
Okay.
So
Okay. And then you've always been racing with him since you've been in the MRA?
yeah,
Okay. And then you've always drove this car?
yeah,
The Kryptonite.
Yep.
Is this the only Kryptonite there is?
Yeah. Yes.
One and only? Okay.
Yep.
And, well, it works pretty good. How'd you end up doing last time?
I think my best time was a 2.4, but it felt good. That's usually my average is a 2.4 right now, because I'm new at it.
Yeah.
So just getting everything worked out, working the two-step and the timing lights, because before I ran off just a single bulb, not timing lights,
Gotcha.
and racing side by side. So it's been a pretty awesome learning experience.
Oh, I bet. It's a different ball game a little bit than
Yes.
what you're used to, I bet, too.
Yep.
So then Joel actually, you know, shows that he has a lot of trust in you to pilot this machine here. How does it feel driving this?
It feels amazing. I've got a lot of trust in him and Tyler and the old Rogies with how they built everything and how, like, I feel confident that I'm going to be straight taking off and making sure, you know, I've got confidence in myself to keep it straight afterwards, but, you know, stuff happens. But, yeah, it's pretty awesome driving these.
So you're racing in modified cuts today, or is Joel?
I am.
He's going to be racing the cuts today. Yeah.
And then, real quick question about racing in the dirt, who's also our season-long sponsor. When did you get hooked up with them?
After my major crash in Indianapolis in 2016, I believe it was.
Okay, so the same year you won the championship?
Yep.
Tell us about that crash. What happened?
I hit back tire, rolled up on the Jersey barrel, and barrel rolled the thing.
Oh, wow.
It destroyed the car.
Oh, it sounds, yeah.
I had surgery the next day in the hospital. And
Oh,
I got rods and screws holding my leg together.
wow, well, I'm glad you're doing well now.
Yeah.
You know, you're still able to drive, so that's great.
Right.
And whenever Tyler awakens from his rest, we will talk to him. I know you guys were up late celebrating.
Right.
But Joel and Tara, thank you for your short time, and good luck today driving Kryptonite in the modified cuts class. Real quick, what kind of numbers are you looking for, Joel?
Probably hopefully a 2.2, 2.3 today.
Okay, all right.
We're going to turn it up a little bit more.
Okay, and what I should have asked this. What kind of setup are you guys working with here?
It's a Keith Black Oldsmobile.
Keith Black Oldsmobile?
Yep.
So how many cubic inches is that?
613.
613. And how much nitrous are you throwing in?
Probably about 800 right now.
800 shot of nitrous.
2 stages of it.
That's it.
Yep.
Right. Just 800 shot. 200 or 2 stages.
Yeah.
You said?
There's 3 stages, but we only run 2 stages.
I got you. Is the third stage going to come in at any point?
It
Maybe?
might.
Might. Might. Okay. Well, hey, once again, Joel, Tara, thank you for your time.
Hey, you bet.
Thank you.
Hey, we're with Keith Mitchell here, MRA board member. We're going to talk about his car real quick. How we doing today, Keith?
Oh, a little bit hot, but just like everybody else. We're surviving.
It is a little warm. Yesterday you competed in modified paddles. How'd you end up doing?
We ended up third. We had to kind of, the second pass, we was hoping to pick it up, but the car sashayed up against tight to the guardrails. I rode it out as long as I could and had to backpedal a little bit at the end there. But we're struggling. This track's a lot different than Florida, and the clutch setup we missed. So it's, we're working on that to get it back where it belongs.
A bit more bite here than Florida.
Yes, surprisingly, that the sand was heavy in Florida. Thought it'd be very similar, but it's a different setup with the clay, and definitely the clutch setup didn't work out.
So tonight you're running modified cuts.
And
how long have you ran this machine, and did you build it yourself?
We've been running the Magician this rear engine chassis for 10 years now. almost 10 years we run a rear engine chassis. No, this chassis was built by Blaine Kilby quite a few years ago for another guy, and we picked it up brand new. It had never been finished, so we did some changes to ourselves. We made some changes the way we wanted it, but other than that, the main chassis was built and has been holding up very well.
What kind of power plant are we working with?
That was Sonny's 960 cubic inch, 4 stages of nitrous available. Triple disc clutch, SCS gearbox, 9.5 inch ring gear in the back.
Best pass in 200 foot.
Oh, in the cuts, probably oh shoot.
Oh no, that's all good. Yeah. A lot of racing, it sounds like you've been doing over the years with this thing.
Yeah. I think we've been close to the record in the cuts, but not quite. I think 238s. I think the record's 237. We've been working at it, but we haven't got it yet. So.
Oh, just there.
Just there, yeah, we're right there. So we're hopefully one of these days we pull the rabbit out of the hat and we can get us another record.
So what are some of the bigger challenges you're going to have to face tonight in modified cuts?
Yeah, it's called some fast other cars. We got 15 cars in the field tonight. It's going to be anybody's game. Should be a good show, and it's going to be the best man out and be a lot of fast cars to compete with, and so hopefully we got our setup right tonight and hope for the best.
Perfect. Well, hey, thank you for talking with us, Keith. Good luck tonight,
Appreciate
we
it.
are looking forward to see you run a number with this thing for sure.
Thank you.
Thank you. We are with the owners of DTs Dirt Drags, Dawn and Tyler. What's your guys' last name?
Wortham.
Wortham.
Wortham. Dawn and Tyler Wortham. First of all, how you guys doing?
Great.
Great.
It is
Thank
a
you.
little warm.
Tired.
Yeah, I know. You guys have been working your butts off, but you guys are the owners of DTs Dirt Drags, and we ran into Dawn yesterday first, and you told us how you guys acquired this track. How'd you guys get this track?
We were sitting at home one night and saw it on Facebook Marketplace. I looked at him and I said, "You want to get a track?" And that was 6 years ago.
6 years ago. You guys have been owning and running this place for 6 years, and it seems like you had good success so far. You had a really big Texas Mud Drags race earlier this year.
Very good.
And then, Tyler, you were kind of mentioning how you guys had to kind of test dirt out on this track.
We have,
on that a little bit.
so one of our guys that has helped us a lot, and I want to give him kudos. He's one of our local guys, Kevin Harrison. He has helped us go on way beyond what he should, but can't thank him enough on that. We literally started out, I had another friend of mine that had a dirt business, and we went and tried every dirt possible in Grenada County. And so had Kevin come up and he said, "Hey, I bought this place, got some dirt on it, you know, let's try it."
Yeah.
And so we did, and it's picked up, and we've been fortunate that it did, because we were trying to figure out where we were going to go with that angle on it. So
You guys, obviously what you've been doing is working. The equipment you guys use works as well. You had a great night of racing last night. But what are some of the bigger challenges you didn't really expect you would face when you guys bought this place? Dawn?
Just the location. We are right near the lake. We have creeks, so there's always going to be some water issues, but yet the track can dry out so fast. We can't keep enough water on it on days like this.
yeah, pull it. So, excuse me. Pulling a hose, and that's facing a challenge. I'm gonna tell you, if you think you're much of a man and you can come out here and do that, I welcome anybody to come over here and grab the water hose and wet the track one time.
They need more people to water the
Yes,
track.
yes, we can get somebody to pull the hose and water the track. So, to every track owner out there,
We understand.
we understand. We've been there, you know. We have a lot of friends that are track owners, and man, it's tough. It's not something you can come do overnight.
Yeah, well, let's move away from the tougher stuff. What's some of the more memorable or some of your favorite moments from just owning this track in the past 6 years? Tyler or Dawn, whoever wants
Well,
to start.
we've had a wedding here in a race truck at the start line.
We have.
That was a few years ago.
That was interesting.
Yeah, tell us a little bit more about that wedding.
Oh, that's one of our local guys, Randy Hoop, and our tower girl, Jonna. And they at the start line and got married right there and took off down the track.
That's really cool.
And then the race commenced.
Oh, and then the race started
Yeah.
right after that. That's awesome.
That
Did
was
he
the
win?
beginning. Oh, he just went down that time. I don't remember from that night.
So this doesn't just, we've had a couple wrecks at the track.
Yeah.
We had one of our local guys, he nosed off, and that was kind of memorable as far as we wanted to make sure he's safe and everything. And then we had another guy that was with the MRA, did a couple flips at one of our MRA races. We've been fortunate, you know, that they're okay, and they played a safety card, and hey, everything tested out right. But those are some of those moments. And then you have other times that I think is cool. it may not be cool to some of the guys that are racing because, hey, you mess your ride up,
Yeah.
but you stand your truck up. You know, I mean, those are some of the better moments.
Yeah, the coolest pictures for sure.
Oh yeah.
I think some of the best things is with some of these local racers and just local people, they come out and they put in some work and they help. They want to make the track a good place too to come, and they want to make it better.
Well, it seems
Yeah.
like you guys definitely want to grow this place as well. What are some future goals that you may have in mind that possibly people don't know about?
Well, hopefully to acquire maybe a tad more land, bigger, you know, a nice pit area or something, and want to build concrete wall bathrooms on both
Oh, yeah.
sides.
Showers?
At least a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Possibly find us another tractor or two, you know, to
Oh,
run the track, because those things have a factor. We wanted to add some cabins over here if we can, to where we're not going all over the place.
Yeah.
We like to support our local place down here because we're down there as well sometime too at the dry dock.
And Ham
Bones Rentals, and we try to support them. They're our local guys and friends of ours, and they've been there for us every time when we needed something, even, you know, when our stuff broke down or didn't have it. So
Well, shout out to those guys that are helping you guys out. And Dawn, what specifically is your task and duties here at the track?
He thinks nothing. All of the pre-planning, the ordering, getting the parts, everything, getting it down here for the most part. He takes care of much of the track issues, the tractors, the maintenance on that. And that is a ton of work, especially when it comes to the pre-water and the watering and all that.
I think I saw you in like 6 different vehicles yesterday, Tyler.
I stay busy. I mean, it's something to do, man. You gotta like it, love it. I mean, if I could watch somebody have a tricycle that would do 4.0, I want to see it, right? So I say that all the time, you know, and make jokes about it, but you know, it's things like that you want to see.
Absolutely.
In the racing world.
Well, thank you both for your time, Dawn and Tyler, owners of DTs Dirt Drags. And I'm just throwing this out there. Is that what DT stands for?
Dawn and Tyler.
Dawn and Tyler.
Tyler Dirt Drags. I love it. Well, hey, Dawn, Tyler, thank you guys so much.
Come out and see us.
Yes.